Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ava. A lot of you might know me as Journey Back to the Ice here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And in today's video, we're going to be going over off-ice exercises that are really going to help improve your camel spin. A lot of you really enjoyed the off-ice video I made for the sit spin and how to get it lower, so today's video is going to talk about the camel spin and specifically how to hold your camel spin position a lot longer or get up into it. I know a lot of skaters struggle with getting into the spin, and then once you learn how to get into the spin, it's struggling with how do I maintain this spin, and a lot of things are very simple fixes, and I will just put that out there. These are things that every skater struggles with. So even the skaters that you see on TV at the Olympics, at one point they were definitely struggling with this as well. It's part of the learning process, and I was in the same boat. I still would love to improve my camel spin, which is why I make a lot of videos like this, because it challenges me to work on these things off ice as well. But these are some exercises that have really helped me improve my camel spin. There's actually one I'm going to mention in this video, and if you have been a longtime follower of mine on any platform, you know this exercise. You probably already know what I'm going to talk about, but it is this one that my physical therapist gave me for my back. When I started working on this consistently right before nationals in 2022, me and my coach noticed a huge difference in my camel spin, and ever since then, I do it periodically, especially now because I recently had a back pain flare up. My camel spin feels amazing. It feels really lightweight. It feels really easy. So obviously I had to include it into this video, but any of my off-ice videos, you will see this exercise for sure. One quick disclaimer I do want to put out there before we get into the video is that you will notice in my camel spins and even in the off-ice exercises, my knee is slightly bent, and that is because of some nerve damage that I have from a fall I got a few years ago. I've never been able to fully extend my leg or hyperextend it since then without being in a lot of pain. I did want to mention this in case anyone is wondering why it's not extended or why it's not fully straight. This is something that I just physically cannot do, but if you can do it, I highly recommend doing that. So with all that being said, let's get into today's video. The first thing you want to start with is some very light stretching. You can do this for other spin positions as well, but for the camel spin, I find that stretching out my legs a little bit before trying these exercises helps me feel a little bit less pain afterwards. You can modify the stretching position by reaching your hands to your knees instead of reaching your hands all the way down to your feet. Next thing you want to do is warming up your hips. So these are two off-ice exercises that are very simple, and again, you can modify them so you do not have to kick your legs so far up in the air. This is just going to get your hips warmed up for that rotating position of going from down to the ground all the way up into the camel spin. This first off-ice exercise is honestly the one I swear by. It's my holy grail. If you're a skater that deals with hip, back, or even leg pain, I think this is perfect. Using a wall or even just something to hold on to lightly, you are going to go up into a camel spin position. This can be forward or backward. You're going to have one hand behind your back, and then you are going to bend down and twist the opposite direction like I am showing here in the video. It's just something about this exercise that has not only improved my camel spin, but takes away a majority of my back pain. So I love it, and I highly recommend adding this to your off-ice warm-up. You can either do a set of 5 on each side or a set of 8. For the next exercise, you are just going to need a chair or something to grab onto, and we are going to practice kicking up into the camel spin position, holding it for a second, and then putting it back down. And we'll do this repetitively a few times. When you are doing this, make sure that you are arching your back by popping your shoulder blades out and putting your chest down onto the bar or the chair that you are holding onto. You can also practice this in the catch foot position, making sure that you are following the same steps, except this time you'll be grabbing your foot. Now, this is where the challenge is going to come in. We're going to add in a foam yoga block, or if you feel adventurous, one of those balancing boards that I talked about in the sit spin video. You are going to start with both of your feet on the foam block, both of your hands out in front. Engaging your core, you are going to slowly push your free leg out behind you, and as your free leg comes up, your arms are going to go from out in front to out to the side, just like they would when you were doing a camel spin. Try to hold this for a few seconds. This exercise is really going to help you find your balancing point, because as you can see here, if you lean your chest too far forward with the camel spin, you are just going to go up on your toe pick. So the purpose of this exercise is to maintain all of your weight over the skating leg. You can also do this exercise in the catch foot position of your choice. This will help you find your foot on the balancing point. This last exercise might be a little bit easier and help you maintain that position. So you are going to take an exercise band. I am just using the lightest weight possible, and you're going to do the same position of going up into the camel spin, except this is going to help you have that resistance you'll feel when you're actually doing the camel spin. It can also help you open up your shoulders, so if that's something you struggle with, I highly recommend this. To be able to do this exercise successfully, you will have to make sure that you have the timing correct and that you are also engaging your core, which are huge parts of completing a camel spin successfully, which is why I love this exercise. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of my skating related videos. I share my own personal skating journey, and then I love to share tips and tricks and stuff like that. And I do promise, a lot of you have reached out and you've wanted me to continue making long form content. For the summer, I will be trying to put out as much long form content as I can here on YouTube, because I really love making it, and I'm trying to make time in my schedule to do these things and manage my business and being a skating coach and my own skating, but I love making videos for you. So let me know in the comment section down below, what kind of spins are you currently working on? Is camel spin that you are struggling with? And are you going to try any of these exercises? Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Bye!